Marseille, France's second-largest city and a major Mediterranean port, has a rich and vibrant history that spans over 2,600 years. From its ancient Greek origins to its modern-day cultural significance, Marseille has played a pivotal role in the development of the region and has left an indelible mark on the country's history. The story of Marseille begins in 600 BC when it was founded as a Greek colony by settlers from Phocaea, a city in modern-day Turkey. The Greeks named the settlement Massalia and established it as a trading post due to its strategic location on the Gulf of Lion. Massalia quickly flourished, becoming an influential city-state with its own government, laws, and thriving maritime trade. During the 6th and 5th centuries BC, Massalia grew in importance and attracted settlers from various Mediterranean cultures. It became a center for trade, particularly in commodities such as wine, olive oil, and pottery. The city's prosperity allowed it to establish colonies in other parts of the Mediterranean, further expanding its influence. In the 2nd century BC, Massalia came under the control of the Roman Republic. Marseille became a key Roman port and experienced significant development and urbanization. The Romans built infrastructure, including an aqueduct, theaters, and public buildings, transforming the city into an important center of commerce and culture within the Roman Empire. Over the centuries, Marseille faced numerous challenges and witnessed the rise and fall of different powers. It endured invasions by various Germanic tribes, including the Visigoths and Ostrogoths, during the declining years of the Western Roman Empire. In the 6th century AD, Marseille fell under the control of the Merovingian Franks and later the Carolingians. During the medieval period, Marseille faced recurrent attacks by pirates and suffered from political instability. However, the city managed to maintain its status as a significant port and trading hub in the Mediterranean. It became an important center for maritime trade during the Crusades, facilitating the movement of goods and people between Europe and the Holy Land. In the 15th century, Marseille came under the control of the Dukes of Anjou, and later the French monarchy. This marked a new era of growth and prosperity for the city. Marseille expanded its trade networks, becoming a gateway to the Mediterranean and establishing commercial ties with countries in Africa, Asia, and the Americas. The 18th and 19th centuries witnessed a period of remarkable transformation for Marseille. The city played a crucial role in the French Revolution, with the people of Marseille supporting the revolutionary cause. Marseille became a hotbed of political activity and was a key port for the French Navy. During the Industrial Revolution, Marseille experienced rapid urbanization and industrialization. The port was modernized, and new neighborhoods and infrastructure were built to accommodate the growing population and expanding industries. Marseille's cultural influence also flourished, with renowned artists, writers, and intellectuals contributing to the city's vibrant creative scene. In the 20th century, Marseille faced both challenges and opportunities. The city suffered significant damage during Second World War due to bombings and occupation by German forces. However, Marseille recovered and rebuilt in the post-war period, emerging as a dynamic economic center and multicultural metropolis. Today, Marseille is a thriving city that embraces its diverse cultural heritage. Its Mediterranean charm, vibrant neighborhoods, and bustling port continue to attract visitors from around the world. Marseille's rich history, coupled with its modern energy, make it a captivating destination that showcases the enduring spirit of this ancient Mediterranean city. The Notre Dame de la Garde, majestically towering over the city of Marseille, is accessible by several means. Here are various ways to reach this iconic basilica. 1. By foot. For those who appreciate a good walk and aren't deterred by the hill, you can hike up to the basilica from the city center. It's a steep climb, but the reward is the breathtaking panoramic view of Marseille and the Mediterranean Sea. This route may take about an hour depending on your starting point and pace. 2. By car or taxi. You can reach the basilica by car or taxi. There's a parking lot at the basilica, but spaces are limited and it can get quite busy, especially during the summer and holidays. Taxis in Marseille are plentiful and can drop you off at the entrance. 3. By public transport. Bus number 60 operated by RTM goes from the Vieux Port to Notre Dame de la Garde. Please note that bus schedules may vary, so it's recommended to check the current timetable. 4. By petit train. The tourist-oriented petit train offers a scenic route from the old port to the basilica. It's a fun and leisurely way to see the city sights along the way, and it also includes an audio guide. 5. By bike. Marseille is a bike-friendly city with numerous bike rental services, including electric bikes, which could be helpful considering the hill. Be prepared for a steep ride if you choose this method. 6. By le panier à salade. An interesting and unique way to reach the basilica is via le panier à salade. This restored vintage police van offers tours that include a visit to Notre Dame de la Garde. It's an offbeat choice, but certainly memorable. Regardless of the way you choose to get there, visiting the Notre Dame de la Garde is a remarkable experience, offering insight into Marseille's history, culture, and breathtaking views of the city. Just remember, the basilica is situated at a high elevation and it's a steep climb, so choose the means that best suits your fitness level and comfort. The Notre Dame de la Garde, also known as La Bonne Mère, or the Good Mother, is a beacon of faith, history, and culture perched high above the bustling city of Marseille, France. This grand Neo-Byzantine basilica, located on the city's highest natural point at 149 meters above sea level, is not just a prominent landmark of the city, but also the most important Catholic site in Marseille. The Notre Dame de la Garde is a unique example of the 19th century French Romano-Byzantine architectural style. Henri-Jacques Esperandeu, the same architect who designed the Palais Longchamp, designed this basilica, which was constructed between 1852 and 1864. Esperandeu's design showcases an exquisite blend of Eastern and Western influences, combining a Byzantine-influenced dome structure with Romanesque decorative elements. However, the site's history dates back to ancient times. It was once used as a lookout post by the Greeks when they founded Marseille in 600 BC. The hill was subsequently occupied by a series of religious structures, including a pre-Christian chapel, a medieval church, and a Renaissance fort that was integrated into the existing basilica. The basilica is divided into two parts: the lower church, which is carved out of the rock and executed in a simple Romanesque style, and the upper church, decorated with mosaics, murals, and marble. One of the most striking features of Notre Dame de la Garde is its large, gilded statue of the Virgin Mary on its bell tower, which measures nearly 30 feet high. She holds a small Christ in her arms, seeming to watch over the city and the sea beyond. Inside, the basilica is no less impressive. The walls and ceilings are adorned with intricate mosaics and murals depicting biblical scenes, all in the vibrant colors and ornate designs characteristic of the Byzantine style. These are contrasted with maritime ex-votos, models of boats left by sailors praying for or giving thanks for safe journeys, which give the basilica a distinctly Marseillaise feel. Throughout its history, the basilica has been deeply intertwined with the local population's spiritual and cultural life. During the liberation of Marseille in 1944, it played a crucial role as a strategic vantage point. The bullet marks on the northern facade of the basilica bear silent testimony to these turbulent times. Notre Dame de la Garde is not just a historical monument, but also a living place of worship. Each year, on Assumption Day, a procession is made from the Old Port to the basilica, attracting crowds of locals and tourists. The basilica, with its stunning views over the city, the port, and the Mediterranean Sea, embodies the soul and resilience of Marseille. Whether you are drawn by faith, history, architecture, or simply the panorama, the Good Mother provides an unparalleled insight into the spirit of this city by the sea. As you meander through the lively streets of Marseille and gradually make your ascent up the hill to Notre Dame de la Garde, you're likely to encounter a blend of interesting historical facts, compelling folklore, and the ceaseless hum of devotion that adds to the allure of this majestic basilica. While the basilica itself is an architectural masterpiece, the golden statue of the Virgin Mary and Child that crowns its bell tower is its most prominent and visible symbol. Designed by sculptor Eugene-Louis Lequesne and created by the goldsmith Charles Christoffel, this colossal figure stands almost 30 feet tall. But here's an intriguing fact: she isn't simply gold in color. The statue is actually gilded with sheets of gold leaf, which cause her to gleam in the sun, easily visible from far below in the city. One of the most fascinating aspects of the basilica's interior is its extensive collection of ex-votos. These are offerings given in fulfillment of a vow, or in gratitude, often for protection or healing. Many of the ex-votos here are related to maritime dangers, reflecting Marseille's maritime heritage. Intricate ship models, paintings, and plaques line the walls of the basilica, each telling a story of a sailor or fisherman saved from peril on the sea. These ex-votos serve as a poignant testimony to the faith of the people and their connection to the sea. As you walk around the basilica, you might also spot evidence of the building's wartime past. The basilica was the site of significant conflict during the liberation of Marseille in August 1944. The German troops, who recognized its strategic value, established an observation post and anti-aircraft defenses there. The scars of the battle fought to retake the basilica can still be seen on the northern facade, where bullet and shell marks have been preserved. On a lighter note, the annual pilgrimage and festival on Assumption Day are a must-see spectacle of Marseille's vibrant local culture. Pilgrims march from the Old Port to the Basilica, carrying banners and singing hymns in Provençal, the local dialect. The festival culminates in a mass and the blessing of the city, with the statue of the Virgin carried in a procession. The basilica also offers a stunning panorama that's unmatched in Marseille. From the foot of the statue, you can gaze out over the city's patchwork of terracotta rooftops, the bustling old port, the Chateau d'If on its island in the Mediterranean, and the Fraile archipelago. It's a breathtaking view that's worth the journey up the hill. The Notre Dame de la Garde, with its rich history and enduring spiritual significance, is truly the guardian of Marseille, a symbol of resilience, faith, and the maritime spirit of the city. Each visit to this basilica is an invitation to delve into the layered past of the city and its people, a journey that's bound to be both intriguing and rewarding.